volume. I gotta check volume. I always check it. It's fine. Let me start over. Welcome to No Enemies Here, the show where I'm grateful. I'm grateful and I'm happy, and there's still some good people left in this world. You know, good particles. You know, good particles put together. The energy's just right. And I'm referring to the sale I had on the Chit Show. And it was overwhelming for me in terms of how many games I sold. And that's like 1/10 of my collection. And we're going to do it again because I have to get rid of the games. But some people were incredibly generous. And the faith is renewed in energy particles. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say humans, because you know what I think about humans. No good. But energy particles, the people who make up a certain energy the particles make up a certain energy, and these people, you know, people like George Chiotis, Meandering Mike, ARDWULF, God, so many names. Yeah, that's what I mean. Lots of people. And as usual, I just got back from work. I'm doing double shifts this week. I got off an hour early so I can do the show, and then chill. Then it's my daughter's birthday tomorrow. We're having a rack of pork ribs, like a rack of ribs. Basically, think lamb chops, but bigger. And it's just going to be tremendous. And we're going to have some homemade focaccia. We're going to have some rhubarb strawberry pie. Look, how can I not be happy with that? You know what I'm saying? So what's the news this week? The news this week, well, for me, the news was the sale. Look. Okay? That's nothing. Those are my boxes that I gotta pack some of those games in. And I have a new segment here. I never even thought about it. You know, I mean, I'm not an opportunist type guy, but when an opportunity does show up, and it's interesting, I always ask permission. You know what I'm saying? And even on my show, I don't want to be an opportunist on my show. How stupid is that? Anyways, I opportuned. And I'm going to have a sales segment on my show. So it's basically one game that I'm selling a week on this show. If you want a couple of more games that I can put on, I could put on. And that's what I'm saying. So with the show today, we got peoples posting their wares, meaning that their reviews, their unboxings, their playthroughs, you know. I know Tony's Board Life is doing a Silent Hunter playthrough, and I just saw a little bit of it as I was screen capturing some YouTube guys that do that, and I thought his setup was fantastic. Then it's tabletop role play. What's it called? Tabletop games. There, that app, tabletop something, whatever, and that's it. So Meandering Mike is off this week. So it's gonna be Ken who's gonna entertain us with Gunslinger. And I have Gunslinger, and I'm not getting rid of it. I haven't played it. I don't know if I ever will play it, but it's a nostalgic thing. And I remember I was on the show, and I was gonna sell Brave Little Belgium, and I played it once. And when I opened it up, it's like Ryan and Dave signed it. And I thought, oh man, because I opened up my big mouth and I said, I'm going to sell the game. And everybody was like, don't sell it, Dan. We're not going to buy it. Fantastic. I'm keeping it, man. And I'm keeping signed games. It's personal, obviously. So, with that, relax, sit down, and watch me rant.
Here at Noble Knight Games, we've been carefully growing the world's largest selection of tabletop games going on 25 years now. From fresh-picked new releases to finely aged vintage classics and hard-to-find imports, you can buy, sell, trade, and play with us at our store in Fitchburg, Wisconsin. Or shop online 24/7 from anywhere in the world, just like nature intended. Growing fresh daily at Noble Knight Games.
Go with the crux of the show. And before that, I want as a young parent, I used to be a young parent once, and you know what? It's not for me. A young parent is not for me. An older parent is for me, but a young parent's not for me. So when my kids would act up, I put them here. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack from this, but you know what? It worked. My kids now like to work in confined spaces. Anyways, it's a joke. Relax. It was my sister. They went to my sister's place and they wanted to get in the cage. You know, conspiracies abound. Anyways, here we go. Agility Snips Gaming Table, 3 videos this week. Repelling an uncoordinated offensive, Vietnam Mission 2 Part 5, Fields of Fire. That's a game by Ben Hull, published by GIMPY. And then In the Shadows, he says, can I get 3 successes with 5 action points? Moi, persona. Moi. Yeah, it's moi, it's not moi. Moi, the I would be after VM, but that's moi persona. And then he goes on for Time for the Human Wave, Vietnam Mission 2 Part 6. Holy crap, the human waves, it scares the hell out of me. That's why I like Iwo Jima and Saipan and you know, the other island. I'm not into it. I'd rather have urban fighting any day than jungle fighting. Any day, if I had to choose. Hardy of ARDWULF'S LAIR has 2 videos. He's got way more, but I took these because I'm on one of them, right? The Chit Show with Dan and Artie. I'm Dan. Dan sells war games. Many games. More dots. I don't understand more dots. Anyways, and then counter clipping episode 219, the GMT situation, a non-expert perspective. The Chief and bonding with board games and RPGs. This week's video is Sexy Mode Grok 3 Robot Brothel, and Part 3 runs an APOC TTRPG. TT! I don't know what that is, Chief. But anyways, that's what's happening. The man, famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, has 3 videos. It's an ASPI Emotions, TCAS, Tactical Combat something something, no, Subbook Discussion, then Standing for Election, and Stellar Horizons 2, Part 10 on Calandale. Camp Sawyer has two videos, I was going to say 2 movies, 2 videos of the same subject, and it's Scenario 2 of the Downeasters Wall, 5:30 p.m. Over the wall, boys! Give them the bayonets! A game called Into the Whirlpool, and then 5:45 turn, the final assault. Oh my god, 15 minutes between these 2 videos. And I wonder how many people died in 15 minutes. I don't know what. Maybe 100,000? Think about that. World War I. It's insane. It's insane. Insane. Cardboard Commander has 4 videos. Today, we're diving into the brand new ASL Starter Kit Magazine issue number 1. So it's an unboxing of Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kit. Then Enemy Action Kharkov, Kristov versus Cardboard Commander. Turn 1 begins! Zone of Control, episode number 14, the Road Trip Edition. This is a podcast. And then Combat Commander Ladder Round, number 95, La Villa Strangiato, which is also a Rush song. Rush, man. Jimmy James of Castle Archin, why you should be playing Kalarat and Al-Rathak. Crying Blades OSR RPG. This is Jim giving you the spell of why you should be playing. Look at him. Don't look too much, because that's a spell look. Kind of looks like Aleister Crowley. But anyways, I should call him the Aleister Crowley of war games. It's done. The One-Eyed Jack, Charlie Charles Latora, has 3 videos this week. What the hell, Charles? What, you're on hiatus? You're doing una siesta, Charles, eh? Piano piano, chi va piano va lontano. You know what I'm saying? First video, Orcs, Goblins, Ogres versus Humans and Elves, The End, turn 4. Then Quatre Bras OSG, Operational Strategic G, and turn 1. And a piece of terrain for minis. Then he keeps going with OSG, Quatre Bras OSG, and turn 2. That's Charlie Charles, the One-Eyed Jack, Latora, a Paisan. Cody Carlson, PhD, gives us a lesson on the Battle of the Bulge, December 1944 to January 1945, and what a battle it was. I mean, I'd watch another Battle of the Bulge movie. As a matter of fact, I'd watch the ones I watched already. Compass Games will be live, Town Hall episode, same place, same bat channel, episode 111. Dave of Dave's Gaming Cave it's the hype, man. Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition Update Kit. Open the box. Huh? Fields of Fire. I mean, Ben Hull and GMT. Come on. Eric's Table Napoleonic Battles was live, I should say, with the Battle of Lobositz, 1756. And it's a reboot with new scenario rules. And then La Bataille de Moscow, 1812, at 12:40, part 3, on Eric's Table, Napoleonic Battles.
The fourth Wednesday in April 2025 brings a continuation of the Gunslinger series, optional rule number 5. In this video, you will learn the optional rules for including smoke, line of fire, shade, squeaky boards, darkness, and more that are covered under optional rule number 5 in Gunslinger. Gunslinger is an out-of-print game by Avalon Hill covering the shootouts, bar brawls, and violent encounters of the Old West in a man-to-man tactical setting. Check out more videos when you subscribe to the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel. In addition, there is a monthly Speak Out and Play podcast, which you can find on Buzzsprout and Spotify. For just $2 per month, you can support the channel by becoming a Patreon member and see the videos and podcast 48 to 72 hours in advance. At least one new video is released every week on the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel, so I will see you next Wednesday.
Denver, look at those eyes. Denver from Flying Pig Games, A Most Fearful Sacrifice versus The Rock of Chickamauga. These are 2 of, if I'm not mistaken, Herman Luttman games. And beautiful production. Just wonderful. The Shiv, Gaming with E.R. Bickford. Earl. 3 videos. He's slacking off. Axis Empires Part 16 and Part 17. These are big games. By Decision Games, that is. And Magazine Game Collection Part 35 on the Shiv's channel, Gaming with E.R. Bickford. The Leonidas of ASL. And I would go as far as saying this guy's a bit of a genius. Who knew the Greeks had geniuses? I can't think of any. Georgiotis, Advanced Squad Leader, Panzer III, Alf H versus T-34 model 1941. That Alf, I'm assuming, means Model H, versus T-34 model 1941. Was the T-34 superior? Well, when you have one Panzer III and 1,000 T-34s, you do the math. On the Leonidas' channel, Georgiotis, Faristo George, Yasu. GMT Games has one video, and it's the April 2025 customer update. Hex to Hex, 2 videos. France 1944, the finale, all this in 4K. And Moscow 1941, the intro, the enemy at the gates. All of this on Hex to Hex in 4K. Hexed Encountered, 4 videos. The first video is Carrier Battle Group Solitaire by Decision Games, a first look. Then All Our Brothers, Solferino 1859 by Legion War Games, a gameplay part 1. Then Midweek Magazine, number 12, Strategy and Tactics, number 350 with Rêve de Gloire, Dreams of Glory. And Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition GMT Games Upgrade Kit first look on Hexed Encountered. Hexes and Soldiers. Jason Cruz is doing a Advanced Squad Leader in 3D. Check it out. He takes gaming to another dimension. You get a dimension, 3D 3 dimensions. You got it. I'm so smart. I'm not even Greek, and I'm smart.
Yeah, I'm a cop. I'm a good cop. I'm a damn good cop.
My favorite Frenchie, Fred Serval of the channel Homo Ludens. 2 videos, and it's Battle of Napoleon, Ilo 1807. Teach and playthrough, I should say, through the snow. Or teach and play through the snow. Teach and play through the snow. Tell me how to read that. Huh? You can say it in myriad ways. Anyways, Napoleon's Last Gamble, Wargaming the Waterloo Campaign with Juste Garde on Fred Serval's channel, Homo Ludens. Big Brother, The Overseer, ID Jester, has way more than this video, than these videos, but he didn't send me a clip, and I'm glad he didn't, because it monopolizes the whole bloody show. You know what I'm saying? Well, so far, these videos are a tutorial series for Sentinels of the Multiverse, a couple of videos of that, then 2025 NHL Playoffs bracket selection show with all of the picks. Okay, these are bets. Put your bets. Then West Board Gaming News special episode breaking terrible news again. And then a Flowers, a solo playthrough. Stone Spine Architect solo playthrough. Then the War Room with Gene Billingsley, Nate, Ruffy, and the Overseer. And then Goodbye Greater Than Games tier ranking, all definitive editions, heroes. I'm not into superheroes, alright, Overseer? ID Jester's channel. The man who goes by the name of Jeff has 4 videos. Burden of Command, playthrough Casablanca. Then he does some Buaca summer hike, announcement and prep. And then Buaca, trail planning, an overview of the route. And then Burden of Command playthrough, post Casablanca, part 1 on Jeff's channel. Respect! Jim Ozarski, 4 videos. Longstreet, 1861, probably part 4. Then A Grave Day at the Canal, 2 for I Ain't Been Shot, Mum. And Longstreet, 1862, Dallinor versus O.J. O.J. Simpson. Who's O.J.? Officer Jackson? I don't know. And then Probe at La Combe for I Ain't Been Shot, Mom. On Jim Ozarski's channel. For our Spanish viewers, Jose Luis of Julius Fairfax gives us his report on assault on Gallipoli. I'll make it quick for you. The Brits got massacred. The Turks shellacked them. On Juste Garde, 1 video, Glory and Empire. First victories, Wellington versus Napoleon, Roika. Learning scenario with Solobot. Huh? It just came out, this game, I think. All right. Hello, and welcome to something I should have thought about a long time ago, meaning that I could have used this platform to sell a game or two. If people are interested, get the game, it helps me out. So the game of the week that I'm selling today is Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee! By Columbia Games. And it's the Civil War in Virginia, 1861 to 1865. This has been untouched by human hands, meaning it is unstickered, everything. The map hasn't even been unfolded. The old rules, black and white. How cool is that? Black and white, yeah. And the blocks, everything's there. And yep, this is an old-time Columbia Games game. So, Board Game Geek has it for £66. Noble Knight has it for $55. I will give it away for $40 US. If you're interested, the Bobby Lee, the Civil War in Virginia, 61 to 65 in the 1800s. Email me at noenemieshere@videotron.ca. Figure out postage because you pay the postage. $40 US for this game, and you pay the postage. Let me know. Have a great day. Talking about just came out. KilRoyWasHere! 4 videos that I put on. The Mission, Early Christianity, from the Crucifixion to the Crusades, by White Dog Games. Then Battalion, War of the Ancients, by Osprey, an unboxing and first look. Then Earth, because of Earth Day, unbox and first look on Earth Day 2025. I didn't know he cared about Earth. And then Endurance, by HOLLANDSPIELE, after action report. God, look how bleak that looks. All right. April 24th, 1916. God! On KilRoyWasHere. The Man Who Looks Like a Vampire, Mark Felton of Mark Felton Production, has 2 videos. Hitler Made a German Town a Foreign Country. And Clearing Up World War II Battlefields, Gathering Weapons and Kit. I saw that, and you're gonna cringe at how many MG34s, 42s, SDGs, oh my God, Panzerfaust, Panzer Shreks, Panzer Mother-in-laws, all kinds of Panzers just being chucked. I mean, gas masks, you know, oh my God, they'd be worth, like, what is it, an SDG? What's an SDG worth today? $30,000? I think so. On Mark Felton Production. The Man Who Has a Color Named After Him, the wargame artist Matt White. War Games has 2 videos. Momirai, 1814, after action reports from Jour de Gloire, and bolt action solo, British Airborne versus German forces. You know, I was gonna get into bolt action. As a matter of fact, I was sent this by Warlord Games, Italian Army in black shirts, and they're 28 millimeters, and I'll tell you something. The minis don't cut it for me. Some people don't care, they just want to play, paint them and play, and that's just fine. I'm a little bit more OCD, eccentric, extroverted, nuts. I'm a little bit crazy. I'm psychotic sometimes. So I didn't like this. That's all I gotta say. Meandering Mike, 2 videos, a channel update and celebration as of April 18th, 2025. And Talking a Meandering Vacation. Who? Mike's going out. He's going out! Model Nerd, look at that. Simple jungle base for Star Wars speeder bike by Bandai, 1/12 scale. 1/12 scale is pretty big. I'm actually looking for a Bersaglieri bust. World War II, probably 1/16 scale. I still have to look on the interweb. But if you guys know anything about a Bersaglieri, a World War II Bersaglieri bust that I can paint, a scale model, let me know. Moe's Game Table, Whiskey Charlie, Episode 78, Spring Offensive. The Nerd Workshop, GMT Wolfpack, Organizing of the Counters. A game by Mike Bertolucci. Published by GMT Games. And a lot of things you gotta remember, eh? And Octopus Scale Models looks at the Battle of France, 1940, World War II dioramas in 1/35th scale. That's the scale I work in. Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials has 1 video in its Combat Commander Leader of Men Scenario T11, La Villa Strangiato. What, did I do this before? Why La Villa Strangiato again? Huh? Phoenix Knight, 4 videos. TV Pro Wrestling, then Defending America, Interception, the America Bomber, a game by Gregory M. the Animal Smith. And Unboxing Undaunted North Africa, a game by Trevor Benjamin. And who's the other guy? David Thompson. And Unboxing Super Boss Monster. I have it. Like, I have it right here. But I can't find it. Alright. Pushing Cardboard, a podcast, number 44, Solomon's Campaign, Blue versus Grey, Verdun, on Pushing Cardboard. Ruffy of Rough Swordsman Wargamer has 2 videos, and it's the Tony a Rough livestream Fighting Formations, a Chad Jensen game, US 29th Infantry Division Part 2, and then the War Room is live with Gene Billingsley. Why does it seem like I've said this before? That's twice, man. Anyways. General Smitty of Smitty's Game Table checks out Operation Barbarossa, Write and Roll Unboxing, a World War II roll and write game. Roll and write, General. Not write and roll. You know what I'm saying? Stephen Dolges looks at Highway to the Kremlin 2, an introduction. This is Napoleon's March on Moscow, June 24th, December 13th, 1812. Holy cow, man. Bloody hell. You know. The Board Game Chronicles, 2 videos, and it's a Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition with 2 videos on Part 4 and Part 5 of Rules Intro. tells you it's an involved game. Cody of the Discriminating Gamer has 8 videos, and we shall start with Star Trek Bridge Crew Meta Quest, then New Cold War Unboxing with Ray, Love Letter Unboxing with Ray, then Medieval Games, Cody's top 10 medieval games. This guy's got all kinds. Assault Sicily 43, Gala Beachhead, and Patriots and Traitors, and A Message from the Stars Unboxing with Ray. And the Thermidorians. And that looks like 1795, but the Thermidorian sounds like something like Babylon 5, you know? Oh my God, it's a Thermidorian's hide, you know? On the Discriminating Gamer. That fantastic channel that is Indie Nidell's The Korean War looks at week number 44. Max Lies Boyle, Truman's Blood, April 22nd, 1951. You know, this guy MacArthur, what a prima donna. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what his friends thought of him, or certain generals, but it's interesting. The gentlemen of the Player's Aid have 4 videos, and they're unboxing 23 knives. Play to Z. And then there's a debrief, Basement Con. Also unboxing Burn the Fort by Indigenous Action. And top 10 war games of 2024 on the Player's Aid. And this is what I was saying before, man. Tony's Board Life has 1 video, and it's Silent Victory Live. I was going to say, wow, what a setup! And I just noticed he's on a U-boat. But that's pretty cool. I like that. Very good. On Tony's Board Life. U-Boater 658 Channel Gaming Plans. The Hugh Hefner of War Games, Wardy Road Plays World War II. Todd has 2 videos. And Hexian Wardrobe, try Ligny from Library of Napoleonic Battles, Learning Live Play. And Quatre Bras, Learning Game Library of Napoleonic Battles on Wardy Plays World War II. For our Italian listeners, Winter Quartering, New Cold War by VUCA Simulation, in Italian with English subtitles. Love that cover. Love that cover, and it's Cold War. I like it because it's blue. It's cold. No, anybody get that? Gotta be an artist to see through the finer things. Wise Guy, 3 videos. Part 1, opening moves of OCS Case Blue, the 4th Panzer Army attacks. Then Part 2, opening moves, OCS Case Blue, the 40th Motorized Corps attacks. Then Part 3, opening moves of OCS Case Blue, 17th Army and 1st Panzer Army, guess what? Attacks on Wise Guy History. For our Polish viewers, Michel of Wojennik TV has 2 videos, Napoleonics, Generals, Marshals, and Tacticians, an unboxing. This is a Command and Colors. Plus Urban Battle, Main Square, a review on Wojennik TV. Mr. Forever 27, but he's not dead. He's not in the 27 club. He just looks 27 forever. Mike of Zilla Blitz, Kelsey Poopsie. 2 videos, a monthly update, Wargaming and Board Games channel update, and a Panzer Corps 2 5 years later overview and gameplay. This is a PC war game by a Slytherin. I want to play a Euro game! Okay, let's play this one. Alrighty then, let's read it. Rutes du Mondi. I mean, that's what it says here, Maybe it's in another language. You ever think about that? Yeah, I thought about that. And you know what? Well, it's a good thing I studied music, because when you study music, you do operas. And in operas, there's different languages. So let's go! I once did an opera called Die Zauberflaut, The Magic Flute. It was in German, obviously. And there was a bad mama in there. No, she was a real mama. Really bad! And she can do spells. Plus, when you see an opera, you see stuff like this. This woman is an athlete. Is that why you like war games? Because they're all in English? Well, how about Mamma Mia? Huh? Zu tagen in die offenen Läden. Zwei Reize für meinen Bestellung. Verstehen Sie nicht? Eine Spiele? Nein. Pa! Why don't you play this one here? Ah, that looks like a fun Euro game. Let's read it. There's 3 stripes down or something like this. What is it? Okay, so let's go. Cœur de la nuit, la rêve, tout astronaute, myriot. French. Here's English. In the heart of... forget it. Let's go to German. Imiten der Nacht, Lüten der Geheim, Traum jeden Astronauten. I don't know what they're saying. I don't know this. What's this in? En el corazón de la noche, resplendis el sueño de todo astronauta. Oh well. And something looks funny. It's like the French flag turned upside down. And here we go. Die Ultendrume von el astronaut. De man. Sounds Dutch. I'm not making fun of the languages. I speak all those languages. We can't play Euro games. They're all in Esperanto. Come on, son. Give me a play. Here, Paul. Take this one. But it's in Chinese. No, Pa. That's Russian. This is Chinese. Just to say, yep, the war game community is small, but it's small all over the world. So if you speak any language in the world, give it a shot. I'm sure there's a war game in your language. Watch No Enemies Here to see.
Black Cherry.
Another week, another show. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and support this channel. And I'd like to thank the people who support this channel. You're all good particles. You're all good particles. Your particles came together well, giving off good vibrations that create certain frequencies that give off energy. Ah! Tesla. And also Albert Einstein. And me. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching, for real. And days are getting better. That's fantastic. I just found a lady at work. I've been working with her for 1.5 years, and I say, hey, where do you live? And she says she lives in Saint Eugene. Because when you come to Quebec, everything is named Saint whatever. That's the city. So if you stop by and you say, hey, man, can you take me to this city? Put Saint in front of it, and you're 50% there on knowing where the city is, right? Saint Immaculate, Saint Conception, Saint Thomas. I'm telling you. Saint Louis de Gonzague. Saint Grand Tam. What else? Saint Alphonse d'Alward. Temiscouato. That's an Aboriginal name so they don't put Saint there. Imagine Saint Temiscouata. Don't even say it. All right, peep. I'll see you next week. Ciao.